Two workers were told to pump out the bow compartment of a barge that held 12 inches of water. The on-deck pump they would normally use was being repaired, so they decided to use a smaller gasoline-powered pump inside the compartment. The compartment had only one open access hatch that the workers used to enter the space. The gasoline-powered pump was set up inside the space, and one worker remained with it to make sure that the intake hose stayed submerged. Exhaust gases from the gasoline-powered pump containing carbon monoxide built up in the space. The workers slowly became unconscious and eventually fell face down into the water that remained in the space. The other worker on deck did not know there was a problem because the pump was running continuously. Later on, when the pump ran out of fuel and stopped running, the worker on deck went down into the compartment and found his co-worker face down in the water. Let's look at some of the contributing factors that led to this fatality. Confined spaces must be visually inspected and tested by a competent person to determine the atmosphere's oxygen content prior to an employee's entry. Employees entering confined or enclosed spaces must be trained to perform their work safely and to recognize hazards. When using internal combustion engines exhausted below decks, the space must be periodically tested by a shipyard competent person to ensure that dangerous levels of carbon monoxide do not develop. Ventilation must be provided to maintain the oxygen level and keep carbon monoxide below hazardous levels in spaces where internal combustion engines are used. Workers in confined or enclosed spaces or in isolated locations must be checked frequently.